last time on Mark Reviews. Absolutely. Even on a day when wind is gusting to 30 plus miles per hour. Look at that. That trip was amazing, but it's nice to be back in my studio where it's not windy and you can actually hear me without that obnoxious wind noise. For those of you who are wondering what a dead cat is, it's this. This is just the fuzzy attachment that you put over the microphone so the wind doesn't interrupt your audio quite as much as it could. It was still pretty bad, but it would have been way worse without this. I actually put a link in the description below to where you can pick up the microphone that I use, which is the Rode VideoMic Go, and this dead cat, which is designed for that Rode VideoMic Go, same brand and everything. You can see that there. I swear by this thing, especially in a windy state like the state of Utah often is. Okay. Without further ado, while I was on vacation, there's sand on this. I just realized there's sand stuck in this dead cat from when I was in Moab. It just got all over my desk here. Oh, there's sand everywhere. But today's review has nothing to do with my dead cat or the mic that I use. It has everything to do with this book that I also read while I was on vacation. This is Start a Successful Business by Colleen DeBaise. The reason that ink is so big up here, this is a familiar brand or name that you might be familiar with from the business world specifically. They have awesome publications. I've read a lot of their articles before. Link in the description below to where you can go to their website. But this book, Start a Successful Business, is kind of like the complete idiot's guide to starting a business. It's kind of a step-by-step. I mean, it says right here, expert advice to take your startup from idea to empire, right? So I kind of thought of this YouTube channel as my business for the purposes of this book. So I actually learned a lot from this, even though I'm not actively out there like filing patents and stuff and, you know, finding production facilities to create my new product that's going to take the world by storm, like a Gorilla Pod or something like that. I just enjoyed the book for what it had to share. So they use a lot of case studies from people like Warby-Parker, Slack, DigitalOcean, Dollar Shave Club, Box, etc. So, you know, kind of handpicked based on the experience of the author and Inc.'s relationship with these people. They kind of quote themselves a lot in those case studies, but I think they're good illustrations of what they're talking about. Now, I say this is kind of a step-by-step complete idiot's guide to starting a business because the way that it's broken down, it's like, okay, come up with a brilliant business idea is chapter 1, and then they talk a lot about you know, how you can come up with ideas and using social media and things. Chapter 2, select the best strategy and structure for your startup. So it's really from the genesis of whatever idea you had for your business all the way through getting it launched, you know, getting legal help to protect your products and things like that. It gives, you know, their quotes from Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg and things, and then prepare to go global, right? So ultimately the end goal of any successful business venture would be to either get to a point where someone buys you out and acquires it. That's great. In some cases, those deals have been in the billions of dollars, or just get to a point where you can start to market your thing globally. A couple of things that I really liked about this book, it came in really easily digestible sections. You know, it's broken down in some cases into one paragraph steps. So you know, step 20, step 21, etc. So they also have, you know, words of advice off to the side. They have quotes from business leaders who have done these things. This is not an in-depth, you know, every situation you're ever going to run into. But for a book that's, you know, fewer than 250 pages, this was a quick and easy read. The audiobook version is available as well and came in around 5 hours, I think. Go check it out for yourself, especially if you're the kind of person that has that idea or that product that you want to bring to a broader audience, or you've kind of had this dream that's been nagging at you for years and you kind of lack the courage or maybe the knowledge of the next steps that you need to take to get it from idea to finished product or idea to company, because they talk about software as a service and things like that. That doesn't have to be a product. Then this is probably a good book for you. This is a good beginner's guide and really kind of all-inclusive, step-by-step how-to guide for someone trying to launch a business. I didn't do this because I listened to the audiobook while I was working in my yard, but I kept thinking to myself, man, if I was really deep in this world and I was trying to launch a business, I'd be marking this thing up. I'd be putting sticky notes in it. I'd be writing all over it. And it's kind of designed to have that feel. All the way around, it's designed to kind of be a blueprint for taking your business to that next step, whatever that next step is. Again, not super in-depth in any one category, not super in-depth in any one example that they give or a case study or thing. It's kind of, I kept thinking this is probably like entrepreneurship 101. If you were to take a college course on starting a business, this would probably be a really good textbook to draw from. I enjoyed it. It was a quick and easy read, very familiar language and things. I liked some of the examples that they used, and they give you some good ideas for how to get funding, how to network, how to talk to the right people, how to get your idea out there. And I think that it's something that a lot of people out there will connect with. Okay, I will leave a link in the description below to where you can go buy a copy of this book. You can check it out on Audible. It's a quick and easy listen if you're just riding your bike or running on a treadmill or gardening or whatever it is that you like to do while you listen to audiobooks. Maybe it's just your daily commute. I think there's extreme value in that. The physical copy might benefit you even more if you are actually actively going through this process of trying to launch a business. You can take notes right in the margins. Again, a quick and easy read. And I think that there are a lot of people out there, hopefully, that are watching this video that'll benefit from this. So link in the description below. Go pick up your copy today. That will do it for this Mark Reviews stuff for this book. Thank you to FSB Associates. They're turning into good friends and business partners over there. They've sent me several books. I have a few more lined up that I will bring you reviews of in the coming weeks. Again, thank you for watching and subscribing. And today, let's click over here. Subscribe to this channel by clicking right here on my light. And on this side, check out some of the other videos that I have made. Thank you for supporting Mark Reviews through your subscriptions. And honestly, if you click any of the links in the description below and end up purchasing something through Amazon, that also helps me to continue to do the things that I do. So thank you.